How's everybody doing? Before I get started, actually, funny thing, I was going to do that belly dance. It's a really good thing to do. It would have been embarrassing. Mostly for me. Before I get started, there's an announcement that they wanted me to read. There is a forest green Toyota Prius in the parking lot. License plate GMOFRE. Bumper stickers: coexist, tolerance, no farms, no food. Your lights are on. The engine may be running, nobody knows. And there's a sweaty yoga mat on the roof of your car. If you want to go outside and get that taken care of, thank you. So, not exactly sure how tonight's going to go, because apparently since I started medical school, I'm not as funny as I used to be. I'm all serious, just focusing on all these bizarre diseases that we're learning about, and all my studies, just totally serious. In fact, I was getting ready tonight, my wife says to me in her loving, tender way, "This is going to be a disaster." True story. And also, another thing, a while back, my nephew gives me a call on the phone. He's in kindergarten, and he's learning all these new jokes. So he wanted to tell Uncle Alan his new joke. So I answered the phone, he's like,
"Hey, Uncle Alan, why did the chicken cross the road?"
And you know, instead of playing along and answering appropriately I'm supposed to, I launch into this naturopathic physician tirade. I'm like, "I don't know, Brody. Was the chicken fed antibiotics? Was he fed hormones? Was he allowed to even walk around in the free air? Could he even walk on his little bitty legs and his big huge breasts? What? You tell me, Brody? You tell me!" He hung up crying. We haven't spoken since. He's only 6 years old. I should probably have gone a little easier on him. I don't know. Kids are funny though. They bounce back. I just hope I don't do that with our daughter. I've got kids. I've got one daughter. She's 18 months, and it's kind of funny, right? That we tell people how old they are in months. Like, what if we never stopped doing that? "Oh, sorry, man, I can't hang out. My grandpa's having his 924th month birthday." I know, right? He doesn't look a day older than 720 months. Yeah, so she's 18 months. We married almost 11 years and tried for a while. Ended up going to an MD fertility specialist. Ooh. You guys can leave now if you want. But I still remember the day that my wife got pregnant. It was very romantic. The lights were dimmed. Soft music playing. There's a slight rustle of tissue paper on the exam room table. There was another woman in the room. In a little nurse's outfit. It was a little awkward, but you know, and she crouched down in front of my wife and looked us both deep in the eyes. Pulled out the turkey baster. Said, "No joke, I'm sending in the team." And then we had to sign a bunch of papers and pay a bunch of money, and it's really romantic. I recommend it to anybody. But my wife's pregnant again. She's due next week. We actually didn't need to use the fertility doctor this time, so, but I did use the turkey baster. It worked so well the first time. If you're interested, I can show you how to. Maybe later. Yeah, but this time we're having a boy, so I'm excited. And you know, daughter's good, but This time I'm having a boy. And I really hope that he wears his own pants. Try to, yeah. You know, when I was 13, 7th grade, and I used to sneak into my dad's dresser drawer, and I would steal his pants, his jeans, because they were baggy. My dad was not a skinny man. And there I was, scrawny little 7th grader, and I wanted the baggy pants. That was the thing, right? So I'm walking around the halls looking like an idiot, you know, with my big baggy pants, and one day he caught me. I'm sitting there in English class, and my name comes over the intercom, Alan Bradford, please report to the people line. So I go down the hall, with my pants. I'm about halfway down and I see him. Down the hall. Arms folded, pissed off, leaning up against the wall. And at that moment, I was very happy that I did not steal his only pair of pants. That would have been uncomfortable for all of us. So, yeah, so 13, it's an awkward age, right? I was really self-conscious about my looks. I would take like a half an hour in the morning, getting my hair combed just right, with comb lines in it, gel going. And I was really self-conscious about my teeth. I don't know if you can see it in the back, but I have a major gap right up front. It's huge, substantial. And matter of fact, I wouldn't eat an apple in front of anybody because I discovered that when I bit into that apple, it would make a little gap in the apple skin. And I couldn't handle that. So I wouldn't eat apple. But then I realized that all the funniest people in the world have a gap in their teeth. David Letterman, Robin Williams, Louis Anderson, that guy from Mad Magazine, Madonna. So I was in good company, right? But 13's an awkward age. Let me get this off here. I'm gonna wrap up here. Before I do, though, this is the part of the show that I like to call stool samples. You know, before starting here at SCNM, I had no idea how excited everybody in this room is to talk about poop. So I figured I'd go out on a good note and tell you guys a poop story. Okay? So when I was around the same age, 13, awkward, you know, I was in Boy Scouts. And my Boy Scout leader, he was like an ex-military guy. He was intense. He didn't take any crap. He had this briefcase, right? And it was filled with like miscellaneous Boy Scout uniform parts. And if you showed up to a meeting without your full uniform, you would have to rummage through his little briefcase and pick out the things that you needed so you were in full uniform. Like, that was it. You were in full uniform. And I actually owned a full uniform. I had the shirt, I had the sash, I had the bandana, I had the shorts, right? Everybody loves those shorts. So I was good there. And one year we were at scout camp, summer camp, and I'm coming home from, coming back to camp from a merit badge class, and whatever we had for lunch decided to fight back. And so I'm kind of panicking a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm looking around through the woods trying to find an outhouse. And I'm walking, and I think I see one, like just over the hill there, just through the trees, this little wood building, and I think, all right, good. So I calmly walk up to the building. And it's not a bathroom, it's the snack pavilion. So now I'm in trouble. And then I start doing that little, like, half running, like, you know, you don't want to look like you're in a hurry. But I'm doing a little, like this, you know. And to make matters worse, I'm in the scout shorts. Right? But they're not so good for what I'm going through right now. There is no coverage in these. And so I'm running, and I'm running, and pretty soon I'm running. And it was traumatizing, right? And like, I'm looking around, trying to find my camp, and just like tears, and I'm looking around, the squirrels and the birds, they're all laughing at me, right? And through my tears, out of the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of this beaver, and he gives me a little nod and a wink, you know, because of the teeth.